Welcome back, Stalkers. I'm not tired of saying this. This is, again, the Metro 2033 Hardcore Survival, Ranger Hardcore Survival run, where I will help you to get through the game on this very special, challenging difficulty setting from the start. Walk backwards. There's your first diary page in this chapter. I believe it's quite a lot. I hoped I hoped that I do not forget any this time around, because D6 is a very long chapter and replaying D6 is not very fun, because you will be walking and talking. Well, Artyom is not talking, but the other guys are talking. Get ready to pick out your gas mask in a minute, or in a few seconds. And let me just talk real quick about D6 in the book. So this whole section of the game is very, 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 very different in the book. Also in the book, the Rangers go a detour, or well, not a detour. They go straight to the Kremlin in Moscow, and uh, you actually get a little bit of lore on the Kremlin if you listen to the people talk in one of the stations. I believe it's in the first or the second station you visit. Here's some supplies. And the Kremlin is a very, very dangerous place. Even being near it is almost a certain death sentence to you, because the stars on the Kremlin are used by. Okay, the people do not know, but there is a bioorganic weapon in the Kremlin that uses psycho waves or something like that that if you look at the stars, you get hypnotized and you try to walk towards them, towards the Kremlin, and want to enter the Kremlin. So something like the monolith in the Stalker games. Very dangerous, because once you get close to the Kremlin, you get into the reach of this bioorganic weapon. And of course, Artyom and friends will have to go there, and they almost die. Spoilers. But I won't spoil you how they survive this, because that is probably one of the darkest chapters in the whole Metro series. But it's way up there in a series, in a book series this dark. To have something that disturbs me to this day is quite shocking. So this was a good opportunity to talk to you, because you have to wait a lifetime for Miller to get up these stairs, man. So it was better to fill the silence with some talking about the books. I can't stress this enough. Please read the Metro books. They are all so great. Also, I bought a collection where all the three books are in one giant tome. It's it's like the Holy Bible, like 1,700 pages and stuff. Okay, you have to walk up the stairs, you have to open these compartments, and there will be engines behind. The colonel will tell you which button to press. So you see, this is button number 1, this is button number 2. So the colonel will tell you which buttons to press. But for the books, okay, giant tome, 1,700 pages, and that tome also included short stories. And actually, the second short story was my absolute favorite of all the stories of these apocalyptic thingamajig, this whole Metro lore. I maybe I will talk about it later, but read it. It's very good. It might be, it might seem. Yes, yes, yes. I'm at one. 1, 4, 3. Second is here. I believe you have to be quick. So nice that also the light turns on where you have to go. Let's go, that's it. And now we can take off the gas mask. So yeah, the second short story, what a short story it is. And also the second book, Metro 2034? I forgot, I actually forgot the title. It was maybe something like, I forgot that. It was maybe something like Metro 2034. That book also was such a beast of a story. It was so great. There were some sections where I literally felt chills running down my spine. Not because it was so creepy. Well, the books are creepy, of course, but wow, this was so dark and evil and well written, and oh, it was so great. Some of the best science fiction I ever read. Yeah, Colonel. Take your time. We don't have to save anyone. This is so damn. Yeah, it's that time in gaming. Do I have some bullets? What do I have? I have got nothing. That's shit. That's total bullshit. So, as soon as I get an opportunity to pick up a Kalashnikov, I will do that.
Something feels very wrong in there.
Yeah. Sure, Colonel. Oof. Do I have some bullets? No, it's probably empty. Yeah, there's no belt in the gun. It's probably empty. I can't check if this gun has got some bullets. Now. There's a breaker box here. Go over here. Press the E button. Yeah.
If the plans are correct, we need to go there. But how can we open this gate?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Any ideas?
Yes, I've got an idea. Because we are smart and good, Artyom. Maybe there are some supplies here. No. None. Okay. Maybe some over here. Check the rail cars. Maybe something in here. No. Okay. I know one of the rail cars later on has got a diary page. There's some, yeah, fuel canister here. A fuel canister you can use for the flamethrower. There's another one here. Lots of more. So maybe picking up the flamethrower isn't a bad idea. Now, what do I do? Do I have some? Yes, I've got some shotgun ammo. I will use it. I'm sorry, I have to take care of the cat for a moment. Okay, the cat is back with me. And he will probably make some noise in a moment because he wants a treat or he wants to have his dinner. No, it's supper, not dinner. To have his supper. But yeah, he will have to wait for a moment. Not because I'm playing, but because he had breakfast just an hour ago.
Hold the door. Vladimir, that's your field. What do you need?
Let me think.
Here is another diary page.
Instruction A124, page 3.
Then go down here to the right. There is a locker.
22.
Open the locker.
There it is.
Yes, and pick up the ammunition. Also over here is the safe where you use the key I just found. Oh, it's here. Sorry. And now, let's take a look. I'm curious. 300 bullets, so you can imagine that this chapter has got lots of ammunition from the military. But of course, they have got lots of ammunition.
Battery backup depleted.
What about manpower?
Well, it looks like the reactor is the
I hope that getting rid of my revolver wasn't a bad idea.
manually at the lowest level. From the schematic, it's not that difficult. Almost everything is automated.
Hey, stop laughing. How do we go down?
Well,
Ah, I can see.
there's
Need
a
to
lift just one level
recharge.
down, but there's a slight problem. To power it up, we need to switch up everything, even emergency lighting.
Then there is no other choice. Do it. Thanks, Volodya. Stay here and watch the readings. We'll
Yes.
be fast. Artyom, Olman, follow me.
There are probably more supplies in that room. I actually do not know where they are. Now, we've got a new enemy. These thingies. Complete assholes. Don't let them near you.
Here come the sons of the apocalypse. Olman, change of plans. You stay with Vladimir and defend this position. If anything happens, I will send Artyom. Good luck to us all.
Yes, good luck. Now, this upcoming part, I do not remember correctly, but it might be more dangerous in the original version of the game, because I will use the Colonel as a meat shield. So Miller will run forward and I will stay behind, shoot everything that comes my way. He will pull all the amoeba enemies towards him. And maybe if I'm quick, I can shoot the plant-like thingies on the wall where the amoebas drop down from. If I'm not quick enough, they drop down anyway and attack Miller. In the original game, if I remember correctly, Miller does not have unlimited health, so he's able to die. It may be a problem for you there. So pick up a weapon you are familiar with and can use. I've got an AK. I'm not a good shot, but at least the AK will shoot lots of rounds in the direction of these amoeba balls. So hopefully I will get through this unharmed and make it look easy. But listen, in the original game, this is a very hard section. I've got it in my memory engraved, and it was always a pain in the ass to get through this part. And this is also not just one section, it's two sections, by the way. And in the other section, you will also have amoeba enemies spawning from behind. That is very, very shitty. And the developers knew what they were doing. So, also coming up is gonna be a part where... Oh, I'm sorry, Artyom. Coming up is gonna be a part where there is gonna be a blob, a huge blob bioorganic weapon, and I think the developers kind of used this as some sort of in exchange for the some supplies here, in exchange for the other for that blob in the book, because they because as you know, we are not in the Kremlin right now, so this blob is kind of a substitute for that real blob enemy. And it's not as dangerous as described in the book. Miller, can you stop looking at me? So as you can see, Miller has to engage these enemies. I try to kill these plant-looking thingies beforehand. If you do not have the ammunition in this version of the game, let Miller deal with these thingies. Bitches. I think my filter is also running out. Come and get it. Okay. Yeah, the reflex sight is a very bad add-on in my opinion. You can hardly see anything with the night vision on. Screaming in Russian. Oh, damn. Is that it? No, there's one more. Slime balls. Suka Bliat. Reload this thing. How much ammunition do I have? 52, that's like 2 magazines. 1.5. So probably one of these. Okay, yeah, here's this is the elevator you will use. Run ahead. There's gonna be a rail car with another diary page, and then we are about to get the last one later. Yes, here it is on the driver's seat. Yeah, I actually do not remember if in the books, in the first book at least, the Invisible Watchers are mentioned. So this is kind of foreshadowing.
How can you believe in that crap after all
Yeah, you should believe in the Invisible Watchers. Spoilers. It's much more complicated. Very complicated and dark as fuck. You haven't read anything as dark as the background story to the Invisible Watchers. Trust me. Come on, let me charge. No, I can't. Yeah, I'm trying. Thank you. So charge up. There should be some thingies falling down from here. Not anymore. Now there's another. Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let the kernel do the heavy lifting in this version of the game. These things are literally shit into existence. Yeah. I'm sorry if I sound mad, but really, in the original game, these two sections are such a pain in the ass. And also, since you have got so little ammunition, it becomes almost impossible to beat sometimes. So you really have to be prepared for this. I should have warned beforehand. But since I'm playing the Redux version, it is really not that big of a deal. And I think that the developers know and toned this section down because of this, because it was very shitty. This is this was probably the only part in the game where I would have to admit that the game was shitty. Because all the jank in this game cannot save it from being a good game. Really, really, really good game. Incredibly made. Incredibly good looking. But it's janky. And I still love it. Maybe I love it because it's janky. Haha, I'm just that kind of stupid. No, yeah. There's the blob. Can you see it with my headlight turned over there? Yeah, there's the blob. And there's a crane. I will have to go to the crane. And that's it? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, okay. We will have to do a mini game with the crane. You see those 4 rods or 3 rods? You will have to pull them out. It's not that difficult, but you have to be quick about it because Mr. Blob is gonna shoot you. And the crane will be destroyed after like 3 or 4 hits. So you have to be quick, but don't worry, I will show you how it's done. Yeah, this is nothing compared to the blob in the Kremlin in the book. Really, really, I cannot exaggerate this enough. The book version of this blob is terrifying. The only thing that would make it more terrifying would be that it talks to you like the monolith in Stalker. And that's the only thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at this game, man. Look at it. Let's go. Run across this part, get some supplies, and get up this, what's it called, ladder? Do not get shot! Enter the seat. So you see there's gonna be a little screen to the left. And this is your way of telling where you are with the crane. Use the what is it? It's like a crosshair. You use it to get to one of the 3 points, and a female voice will tell you that you are in position. Now and then you will use the left mouse button to lift the rod, and that's it. Be quick about it so you don't have to die. Now, as you can see, it's not a crosshair. You have to go to the crosshair with that little square that represents you. Get to the middle of the crosshair. No, yeah. Pressing left click, crane descends. Now I'm gonna go straight ahead to the next cross.
Contact zone reached. Attention, road removal in progress.
3/4, just a little bit more.
I'm pressing right and down at the same time. Oh God, I have to speed this up.
Contact zone.
Yes.
Contact zone reached.
Yes. Come on. What am I doing wrong?
Contact zone reached. Attention.
Yeah.
Road removal in progress.
I was a bit too quick there. Now, as soon as you've done this, get back with your square to that green zone and press E. Because you want to get out as quickly as possible. Green zone reached, get out. And I probably have to switch filter soon, so I will do that. Filter change. And now get down. Get down, not fall down. And run. Run like hell. And if I remember correctly, you were able to jump onto the blob in the original game. Because these rods, of course, are highly irradiated and you will get radiation damage from here. But not in this part, for some reason. So they maybe this layout may have changed. Yeah, I want to quickly heal because that thing hit me. And that's it for the blob. And that's it for D6. We just have to ride the elevator up, get this diary page, and that's it. D6 done. So at least I showed you how to get all the diary notes in this one of the longest chapters in the game, where you have to do literally nothing for the most part. So archives, church, I'm sorry, and really? Really? No, okay, Dead City on and Market. So that's like 4 diary pages you still have to find. And yeah, maybe 1 or 2 more if I miss some more. But yeah, let's cross the fingers that it won't be necessary. I'm sorry. Reload. No, I'm not gonna have to. Let me just take a look. So, oh, 1 magazine and 13 bullets. Yeah, and some ammo from everything. But I've got 348 rounds of military grade ammunition, so I can fall back to that if I need to. That is more than enough ammunition. for the rest of the game. Also look at this. I have to remind you of the very terrible fate that Miller will face in the future. It's very sad that he is so optimistic. But it's good to be optimistic, man. You don't have to be sad all the time. Even though this world is gone to hell, the Colonel still believes. There's nothing here. Yeah, pick up that device standing next to Ullman. I don't know how long this video is at this moment. I think I will cut the video now and give the next part its own video. That's probably better because D6 was very long. So yeah, I hope this helps. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video where we will be getting close to the end of the game.